it's Connie with SimplySimpleStamping.com. I'm so glad you could join us for Stampin' Gals Gone Wild for November 2014. My theme this month is a yum yum holiday. I'm all about the candy when it comes to the holidays. I don't know about you, but it really is a fun way to give a gift. So one of my projects for this month is going to be this really great little treat bag. These are made with Stampin' Up's pre-designed little gift bags. I love these, and they're a really nice, sturdy brown bag, but we're going to doll it up, make it fantastic. You can fill it up with your favorite holiday goodies. So let's get going with our project. All right, we've got our paper bag here. We're going to do a little prep to it. I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Trimmer, and you can see I've got the rotary arm on mine, and that's because we're going to be using one of our special blades. This is the Small Scallop. You know what I love about these is I can't cut myself on it. And, you know, I'm pretty much a butterfinger, so that's nice. It just pops right in there. And so it's going to make it really easy for me to work with. Let me pull out the extension arm here because I'm going to cut this down to 7.5 inches and then give it this nice little wave. And then we are going to then take this and we're going to give this a score, and we're going to go 6 inches and we're going to score our bag. All right, now let's use that fantastic confetti star punch. Now, I hope you can see there are some little tick marks here on the punch. I'm going to line my bag up with that tick mark, and I'm going, actually, whoops, before I do it, I'm going to turn it over. I want to do this on the back side. Yes, there's a reason of my madness, because this is actually going to be flipped over. So I'm going to punch on that side, and then I'm going to line up the pictures of the stars. And you can see the pictures just kind of line up right there so that I know where to punch again, and that way I don't overlap. So we're going to move my nice little mess out of the way. And so now when this gets folded over, we kind of have that nicer end of the stars. Just take my bone folder, I'll give that a press. Now we needed to do something underneath here because that's just really boring. So I have got a piece of garden green that I've cut. I'm going to bring my trimmer back in, and we're going to trim this down to 1.5 inches using that same Small Scallop trim there on our cutting Stampin' Trimmer. So I can now add this to the inside of my bag. I'm just going to use a little snail here to hold it on, and check it out. It's just going to really doll up what we see underneath there. Now, isn't that so much better? Okay, now we can, of course, at this point, I'm going to be honest, you're going to go ahead and fill it with your treats, okay? But you are welcome to go ahead and get everything prepped before you do that. So let's pretend our treats are in there, shall we? I'm going to come in with the new 1/4 inch hole punch, and the seam of the bag is right here, and that is a great little visual for me. So I'm going to line up the edge of the punch with that. We're going to give it a punch. We'll repeat that on the other side. And I can now come in with my cherry cobbler sheer ribbon, and we're just going to, and we're just going to tie it in a bow on the front. All right, the base of my gift bag is done. Now let's go ahead and work on a tag. So I have got 2 pieces of cardstock in garden green and crumb cake. And I'm going to come in with the crumb cake one. We're going to slide it into the scallop tag topper punch. So we get a nice little scallop on the top. And on the garden green, this one you're going to notice, ooh, it's not going to fit in there. So let me show you what you're going to do. You're going to kind of come in at an angle. So what we're going to do is we're going to bypass this little guide because it is bigger than what I need, but that's okay. So we're going to turn it over, and I'm going to line it up in my punch, and it looks like, wow, I actually got it dead on. Yeah, that will never happen twice, right? So let's go ahead and give that a punch. Yes, I realize I have some icky there. So we're just going to cut it off. Not a big deal. If you've got a rough end, you can just take a nail file and just kind of smooth it out. And that way it's going to give it kind of a little bit of a decorative edge, but it's going to allow us to give a layer to our scallop tag topper. So we've got that one done. Now let's do some stamping on here. With the Mingle All the Way, I've got There's No Happy Like Holiday Happy. We're going to stamp that in Garden Green ink. We'll put that right there. And now it needed something, desperately it needed something. So I came in with some Cherry Cobbler Dazzling Details. I love this stuff. And anywhere there would be a little berry, we're just going to add our Cherry Cobbler. So you're going to do that on all of them. And then we're going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of this. I have one already made and already dry. So we've got dimensionals here on the back. So let's peel these backings off. I'm going to bring my tag back in, my green one here. And isn't that just a great layer? So it really makes it stand out. It's fabulous. I've got some of our Gold Baker's twine. And what's nice, because we use those Stampin' Dimensionals, check it out. We can get right through that little area right there. So I'm going to bring my bag back in. Do you love how fast and easy that one was? But it sure carries a lot of wow factor with all those great stars and that little green that's popping through. So this will just kind of slide right underneath my ribbon. And we're just going to line that up. We're going to just tie it in a knot up here at the top. I want it to dangle a little bit, so I'm going to leave myself a little bit of room. And then just trim off the extra. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. This is one that you're going to be able to use this holiday. Fill it with those favorite cookies or those great holiday candies, that grandmother's recipe that you've been dying to get out again. This is a great time to be able to use it this holiday. So remember, any of the supplies that I used on my project today, you can find it. If you're in the United States, just go to simplysimplestamping.com. I'd be happy to help you there. And if you're in Canada, Jose's your girl at stampingjoe.com. Guys, thanks so much for being a part of Stampin' Gals Gone Wild. Thank you so much for how you're so dedicated to using your hostess code. Jose and I appreciate you so much, and we'll see you on the next video.